Welcome, friend, to Imaginings, Moments of Magic by Andrea Klassen-Koop. Taking you places you didn't know existed, but you've always wanted to go. So sit back, relax, take a deep breath, and close your eyes. Today, you are walking on the shore of a wind-swept beach. Why you are here is for you to know. Perhaps the day has not been a good one. Perhaps your soul is filled with melancholy or longing. Perhaps you just needed to get away. Whatever the reason, you are here now. The sand underfoot crunching as you walk. The breeze strong, blowing up tall waves that crash onto the shore. As you move along the beach, a rain starts up, slow at first, and then coming harder and harder. The world is a cacophony of water and noise. Everything around you feels like chaos. It is late afternoon, and the light is beginning to dim. The clouds overhead move quickly and tumultuously, a reflection of the ocean below. As you move along, lost in thought, something catches your eye. A faint glow rolling back and forth in the waves. In the low light, the glow is eerie and greenish. Deciding to investigate, you move towards the water. A wave crashes about your ankles and swirls past your calves. Moving further in, the water is now up to your hips. It is cold, but it jolts you out of your mind and into your body. The water, salty as it hits your lips. The further in you go, you take a deep breath, concentrate on the glowing spot, close your eyes, and dive, reaching for what you saw. As you do so, your hand touches the rough, bumpy surface of a shell. The wave, strong and powerful, crashes overhead and then pulls you back, and again until you move further and further from the shore. Your lungs are burning now. There is no air left, and involuntarily you open up your mouth to take a breath. Water comes flooding in, but the sensation is no different than breathing air. After a few disorienting moments, you realize that this shell seems to have given you the ability to breathe underwater. Now that you have been given time to adjust to the temperature, it feels no different than that of your body. It is comforting. Looking around you, the view is surreal. Upwards, the light and the texture of the stormy sea, and below you, as you hover, moved gently back and forth by the motion of the water, is the sea floor, filled with coral and fishes, crabs and octopi, and all manner of sea life. You look again at the shell, and it is still glowing, and as the darkness descends, it glows all the brighter. This makes you a curiosity for the creatures around you. A slow-moving shark glides by, silent and passive. For some reason, the shell in your hand gives you the feeling that you are under the protection of the sea. Swim forward, go deeper in. The ocean seems to be calling you, to be speaking to you. And you do. Moving as best you can against the currents that are swirling around you, you dive deeper, and the ocean floor falls away below you. As you descend deeper and deeper, the sound of the rough, stormy ocean grows quiet behind you. Now there is stillness, vast as the ocean, with only the occasional movement of a sea creature to disturb it. Looking around, you can see beautiful coral lit up in all different shapes and formations, bright pink and blue, orange and yellow, gray and white. The coral is beginning to bloom as the light has left and feed on its nighttime meal. Past the coral is a tall forest of gently waving kelp. The fronds descend into the darkness, and you cannot see the bottom. They also stretch towards the surface of the ocean, and if you look up, you can see them waving more frantically at the top from the stormy sea. Entering the fronds feels like silk moving past your skin. Here and there a fish pokes out its head, and as you move through, you come across a turtle, almost as large as yourself, making its way to its nighttime home. It passes so close to you that you can see the algae growing on its back. Ahead of you, through the fronds, you start to see a gentle glow. A glow that matches the one emanating from the shell in your hand. You swim forwards, growing more and more accustomed to movement in the water. It's as if the shell is granting you knowledge that you did not have. Breathing in the salty water and exhaling it again, you feel yourself becoming closer and closer to whatever binds you to this place. And as you reach the other side of the kelp forest and part the last few fronds, you see the glowing ahead of you grows brighter. As you draw near, you realize that the sea is filled with a multitude of bioluminescent jellies, moving in all different directions, feeding for the night. As you come up to the group of jellies, they start moving with more vigor, dancing around you but never touching. They move in patterns that seem random at first, but grow faster and more patterned as it continues. From amongst the jellies emerges an octopus, large and tentacles curling around. It observes you with intelligence, known to its species. You can tell somehow that this octopus is ages old as the sea itself. It reaches out a tentacle and it coils over your shoulder. It reaches out another and another, coiling round and round. You do not know its intent, but you do know that you have been chosen by the ocean, by the water and the sea, for some purpose, that you will be forever linked, and you will make your home beneath the waves. If you like what you heard and want to support, I am going to be releasing NFTs for each of my episodes. To find out more, head to imaginings.ca/discord.